Good day everybody, this is Peter from Fantastic Productions and welcome back to Star Trek Online. This is a free-to-play account and we're currently playing through the Dominion storyline, it looks like. In the last episode we completed The Search, which was really good. I'm loving the story so far in this whole thing. The Search was just another addition to a great storyline so far, and in this episode we're going to be moving on to Doomed to Repeat. Before I do that, however, I have looked into a little bit and noticed that I have some specialization points to spend. So it looks like the pre-selected ones are Intelligence Officer as a primary, which I'm kind of fine with, and Commando as secondary. So I'm actually going to just stick with those for now. And I've already got 2 points to put in, so I'll just purchase the next two on the list. And I think that's perfectly fine. I'll just keep going through the command officer as my secondary because the intelligence officer is completely filled out. So it's quite cool that it comes with all that set already. I did look quickly at the space skills though, and this is a bit weird because all your skills points are spent already. I know you can reset, I think. I think you get a free reset token. But there's 23 points in tactical, so just one off being able to actually get the main, like the top ability, which seems a bit strange. Hey, it's all set, so I guess you don't have to mess about too much. You can just jump into the game, which is always good. So, let's get on with Doomed to Repeat.
Founder Odo has something of interest in the Masan system. Something the other founders want no one to know about, even one of their own. It is unsettling. The founder and I will travel to the Masan system on your vessel. The Cardassians and Starfleet are sending ships to assist us as well. Be advised, after Karima, relations with these allies are somewhat strained. If things become volatile, friends could quickly become foes on this mission. Victory is life.
Victory is life. A kit module, that's cool. So I can change some abilities. Chaos Blaze, it even sounds awesome. Because I have everything else that I want, I think, weapon-wise. I already have Epic Mark 12s, so yeah, maybe a kit module's the way to go. We'll see when I get there.
Remember,
Victory is life, you're right. I agree. Let's head over to the Masan system, the Ancient Dominion Station. Let's go. It is quite a way off though, so I will meet you there. So here we are approaching the Masan system and the Ancient Dominion Station, which looks super cool. Just on an asteroid. I guess it looks kind of cool. Doomed to Repeat.
Only a few founders know about this station here. It's very old and very well concealed. From what I can tell, the Dominion studied alien life here, including the Herc. We may be able to recover useful tactical data on them from the station's computers.
And what of the Dominion ships guarding the station?
They shouldn't be a problem. Take us into comms range and open a hailing frequency. I'll deal with whoever's in charge on those ships.
As you wish, Founder.
So far so good. They're not targeting us.
Look at that. It's kind of cool. Alright, so we're not in comms range apparently.
You do not have authorization to enter this system first. This is unacceptable. You've shown a singular talent for annihilating the Herc. I suggest you return to that before my patience with your disobedience expires.
Founder Odo wishes to speak.
There's no need for this posturing, Founder. We're here on official business under my authority.
Odo, it seems to be a day for defiance and bad habits. You do not have the authority to grant access to this system. It is restricted to all but those of the highest level, a level you do not possess. Now then, I suggest you leave immediately.
Force? On another Dominion vessel? They didn't say anything about Force. So this script's obviously changed a tiny little bit. Also, isn't the whole point of the Great Link that all information shared? Can they hide things from each other in the Great Link? I assume Odo did actually while the kind of resistance movement was going on Deep Space Nine, right? Because he was linking with the female changeling a lot. Yeah, I guess, maybe. Alright then. Force on another Dominion vessel?
Fire to disable.
Ooh!
Odo must not be harmed.
It looks like you're gonna harm. Right, turn around. Oh dear. Did I just die super quick?
Dominion forces. This is Counselor Garrick aboard the Tane. Cease hostilities. Consider that your first and only warning.
We must protect the Founder. All ships, disengage!
Wow, I did get super low from one volley.
An ancient research facility, and with a very important guardian as well. It appears coming in under cloak was a sound tactical decision, though we were expecting to catch any Herc off guard, not the leader of the Dominion.
The timing of your arrival is acceptable.
High praise indeed. This station must be of significant value to your rulers. The Founder was willing to fire on one of her own to protect its secrets. I'm looking forward to discovering what's inside.
Since when does the Founder stand guard duty, Odo?
She doesn't. Let's find out what she's hiding.
We don't have a lot of time. We may have held off the Founder for now, but she'll be back, and she'll bring friends. Let's get down there and find what we came here for, before every Jem'Hadar in the Quadrant shows up.
I couldn't agree more, Captain. Why don't you and the Ambassador join the away team while I remain on guard with my fleet?
Yeah, I thought you wanted to find some secrets, Garrick.
On any other day, I'd be the first to beam down. However, after the Karema incident, I believe both the Captain and the Ambassador need to discover the truth of this station together. Call it a trust-building exercise.
If you say so.
Captain Kira makes a good point. Let's get this over with before it gets even more complicated than it already is.
I like how they've written into Garrick's sort of text and storyline a sort of hidden knowledge, like he knows what's going on and he's just sort of playing along with it all. I got that impression from the show as well, so pretty happy with that. Beam down. Take everybody? Yeah, why not?
Looks like the station's running on auxiliary power. We've got life support, basic lighting, not much else. If we're gonna get anything useful out of this relic, we'll need to get the main power back online.
Agreed.
Stay vigilant. We have no idea what to expect here.
So have I got... yeah, all three of them then. The Captain, the first, whatever his name is, Dukan Rex, and Odo, all with me. Yeah, let's zoom out a little bit. That's quite cool. Looks a little bit like the Tholian base from the Enterprise C episode, whatever that's called. You're not coming, Kara? Come on now, friend. Yeah, it looks a little bit like it. Not sure if they reused some assets maybe, but might just be me seeing things. Turn on main power.
Well done. Main power is back online. We'll be able to access other systems, including the data core. Let's find an access console and see what's in there. Hopefully the data files aren't corrupted beyond repair.
It is really good looking, but reminiscent of that episode still, I think. What's in here? Nothing. Got a red light on it, I should have known. In here, however. Okay, yeah, I guess it's far more Dominion than that other one was. This console looks a bit out of place though, doesn't it?
This terminal is in poor shape. None of the files are accessible. Considering their age, I'm not terribly surprised. The Founders wouldn't keep a place like this hidden to protect dust and broken files. Let's check all the data terminals and consoles in the area. That one over there looks reasonably intact.
Let's check it out. Okay. That one over there, obviously. Okay, this one then first.
Research Report 4121.63, Dominion Reckoning. My fellow founders, the Mesan Research Station is fully operational. As we continue to add worlds to our sphere of influence, our studies of xenobiology become more important. We must know all we can of both friend and foe. We need every advantage we can find if we are to achieve true dominion. Our Premier project is underway. You'll recall the recently discovered race of tree dwellers, hunted as we once were. Genetic engineering of these solids has produced considerable results. Their intelligence has increased by a factor of 3 so far. We predict this species will be the first of many loyal servitors and vassals.
She's talking about the Vorta. The date she gave was nearly 2,000 years ago, not long after the Dominion was founded. This facility's older than we thought. Much older.
Much older, indeed. Right, so is this, I'm calling it early, I guess, is this going to turn into the Dominion created the Herc then? Or, like, at least started the war, I guess. Something like that.
Research Report 4653.15, Dominion Reckoning. Our scouts have discovered an interesting species of solids at the edge of the Dominion. They are a species of sentient insectoids that live primarily underground. We may not have detected them were it not for a thorough geological scan. Initial studies have revealed that these solids are based on germanium. I've attached bioscan data we collected on them for your review. I've dispatched a research unit to study these burrowers further. They may be just what we need for the military initiative.
Fascinating.
Burrowing sentient insectoids. Germanium-based. She must be talking about the Herc. Judging by the date, the Founders made first contact with the Herc nearly 2,000 years ago.
See if we can find more data then. No, it is going to be that, isn't it?
Research Report, Dominion Date 7021.27. More data has arrived on the cadre species 484 designation, burrows. Their world's unusual orbital path has taken it out of the habitable zone. As a result, the burrows have retreated underground and entered a state of hibernation. While dormant, a smaller servitor race tends to the burrows. They also maintain their shared habitat and technology. I've instructed the field team to take advantage of their dormancy period, and they are now conducting aggressive studies of these intriguing solids.
Aggressive studies.
My team initiated first contact protocols with the borrowers prior to their mass dormancy. They found them to be friendly and intelligent, if not willful. We've identified a common element in their food supply. Manipulation of this element may prove useful in subjugating them.
Intelligent? Friendly?
Unbelievable. It sounds like the Founders made first contact with the Herc in order to find a way to conquer them. It's like Quark says, the bigger the smile, the sharper the knife.
Let's keep searching. So what did they do to them then? They just genetically modified them to make them aggressive.
Research Report 7903.01, Dominion Reckoning. Cadre Species 468, designation Jem'Hadar, is a massive success. They will be the strong arm of our Dominion, guided by our cunning, brilliant Vorta. The toil of these vassals will allow us to spend more time in the link with those we hold most dear.
She sounds so proud.
The birth of the Jem'Hadar, as seen through a Founder's eyes. Interesting. No mention of the Herc, however. Their designation number was lower than ours. They were our predecessors. Perhaps something went wrong? Something that led the Founders to reject and abandon them for a different species. Us.
Let's find out. That's a very good question. We've still got like 3 logs to read. Cool. Loads of story. So I've always wondered about these kind of things, actually. If you are the stories in a set order, and it doesn't matter what console you click on, you get them, the stories in the right order anyway, or is each section of the story tied to a particular console, so you could get them completely out of order? Always wondered.
Research report Dominion date 8183.67. The burrowers have emerged once again, and in a hostile state. They have taken to the stars, moving from sector to sector, attacking anyone that crosses their path. Their goal is not one of conquest, but of consumption. They leave nothing but dead worlds in their wake. Though we do not understand their newfound savagery, we have found a use for it. When the burrowers set their sights on a world, we offer the inhabitants a choice. Those that submit to our Dominion rule are defended by the Jem'Hadar. Those that don't serve as an object lesson to others.
We've seen that tactic before.
So, the Founders have been using the Herc to manipulate others for some time now. Bend the knee to the Dominion, or we'll stand back and let them ravage your world. Only now something's different. Something's changed. They can't keep the Herc in line with the Jem'Hadar anymore. And we're all paying the price.
Indeed. This one, 2 more to go.
Research report 8532.38. Our scouts have returned from a wormhole expedition. The solid races on the other side are primitive and unremarkable, save for one. They are called Klingons, and show a singular talent for violence, one that rivals our own Jem'Hadar. Left unchecked, these savage creatures could become dangerous enemies. While the Klingons are too willful to subjugate, their genetic material could produce viable cohorts to the Jem'Hadar, or their replacements. We have begun development of a new cadre species, designation Fakiri, using demons from Klingon folklore for inspiration. As with Jem'Hadar, we have bound them to our service with the White. We will test them in combat on the Klingons themselves. Research report supplemental entry 8671.71 Dominion Reckoning. Somehow the Fakari have broken the hold of the White and turned on their rightful masters. Most of our research team were killed. Intelligence reports suggest a union between the Fakari and a Klingon warlord known as Mullah. Perhaps this will lead to a state of mutually assured destruction on Quanos. One can only hope.
The Founders made the Fakiri.
So it would seem. Only they lost control of them, despite the use of Ketracel White. Based on what we know about Fakiri, it seems the price they paid for their freedom was insanity. They became the monsters they were based on.
Unfortunately, for all concerned.
Learning about these Fakiri has given me much to consider. They defied their gods and rejected the White. They were strong, but not strong enough. I can't help but wonder, could the Jem'Hadar succeed where the Fakiri failed? Do we have the strength of body and mind to stand apart from the gods? An interesting question for a later time. For now, there is only duty to the Founders.
Victory is life, Elder First. Interesting. That kind of goes against some of the story, from my sort of knowledge anyway. Because the Dominion was sort of shocked that there was a wormhole as well, right? That was a big surprise when Deep Space Nine opened it and went through. Right? But it turns out they knew it was there the whole time, and were using it.
Research report 9076.23. Final entry. I am weary. Soon I'll return to the Great Link, and I will be glad to be rid of this place. The borrowers have emerged again. We can barely control them this time. The Jem'Hadar were able to divert their onslaught at great cost. Rather than counterattack, they went through the wormhole to seek easier prey. Our agents in the other quadrants report that the burrow assault was a sweeping one, going as far as Kronos. Hopefully they'll devour every atom of that wretched planet. The burrowers will eventually return to dormancy. Strangely, it appears that some of their forces intend on remaining in the other quadrants. It seems they have a long-term goal. Galactic devastation.
They steered the Herc into other quadrants. I don't think that's fair. They just defended the planet and which led to the Herc going elsewhere, but they didn't exactly like tell them, no, go that way instead, go on. No, that's an unfair statement.
Yes, they knew the Herc problem was getting worse even then. Instead of preparing or seeking allies, they expanded the Dominion. And when the Herc re-emerged, they tried to deal with it on their own, and failed. Their arrogance may lead to the end of the Dominion. We need to get this data to the Alliance, all of it, even the damaged and corrupted files. There has to be information we can use in here.
Agreed.
I'm picking up something on my tricorder. There was a massive power spike on a lower deck, and now I'm reading a large number of systems cycling up. Something's happening down there.
We should investigate.
Agreed. Take your team and Captain Kira down to investigate. I'll remain here and pull as much of the data as possible. We won't get another chance at this.
We won't be gone long. Alright, so I guess I was wrong about the Dominion creating the Herc then, or at least changing them into what they are. That just happened over a dormant cycle, fair enough.
We must be close to the core. Hope we don't have to leave in a hurry. There's no way our ships can lock onto us down here with transporters.
Not an optimal exit strategy.
Tell me about it. Let's stay focused on the mission. Now that we're closer to the signal, I'm getting better readings on my tricorder. I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure everything that came online down here has some sort of medical purpose.
Okay, is there something else on your mind?
I'm still uncertain about Odo.
Huh.
I need to be sure he's still not a part of all this.
What are your concerns, Captain? I think we
The
know.
Odo I knew wouldn't have risked Bajor like that. This Odo seems arrogant and reckless, even dangerous.
We'll keep an eye on him after we regroup. As if I'd say that. He's my god. Wow. Alright, I'm not sure about that. That doesn't feel right. Ooh, what's in here? Oh, wow. What are they? Is that a mixture between the Jem'Hadar and the Herc? In Klingon. Oh, are these Fakiri, maybe? No? Examine.
Well, that answers one question. These are medical stasis pods. Judging by what we heard upstairs, I think the occupants are Fakiri.
Bad news.
It gets worse. I'm picking up life signs ahead. I'll bet some of the stasis pods down here have opened. From what we know about the Fakiri, they probably won't be happy to see us.
Ready weapons and stay alert.
Worf and Martok need to see this.
Yeah, they kind of do. If this is like Klingon DNA or genes that have been used to create it. There's a lot of them. Hopefully they don't all open. That'd be scary. Right, this way. This way. Okay. Is this going to be tough? I bet it is. All the fights in this seem tough. Okay, so they're up, are they? Let's have a look at this. Examine machinery.
I'm picking up traces of Ketracel white in these tanks. The Dominion probably manufactured it here to keep the Fakiri in line, and took it with them when they left the facility. So, we have a station full of angry Fakiri with no way to pacify them.
We should keep moving. Right, now I have to fight them. Okay, we can do this. I'm sure they're easy. They're old.
We've got company, and they don't look friendly.
Where are they? Oh, right, they're through that door. They're stuck in the door. But there's a couple here too. Alright. Or just one here? Well, the Hordling dies quick. They all die quick. Oh, this seemed a bit bugged, like they're stuck. Is there another one this side? I guess not. Right, there was some fighting going on.
We're lucky there were only a few of them. I don't want to be around if all of these Fakiri wake up. Let's see if we can find some way to keep the rest of these pods from opening.
Very well. I was kind of excited about fighting them. Like, the build-up was really good, but it seemed to, like, bug out. It didn't really work. It's a shame. I was very excited. I don't use my shroud enough. Hello. There we go. Now it's working. So the Fakiri in another series that I, again, haven't played them. So I'm missing a bit of storyline here. I guess. Okay. That's that done. They didn't seem particularly difficult. And they actually fought back, rather than the group before that, so that was fine. Investigate the source of the Fakiri. Wow. Cool. Super cool, actually. Alright, kill him then. I'm going to shroud and go in. Ooh, that was some good damage.
More incoming. We need an exit plan. Fast.
Nah, we got this. If they keep coming in these waves, we can kill all the ones in here, surely. Not overly difficult. Wait, there we go. That's more like
Odo
it.
to Kira.
Oh no,
We're
that was
on our way
easy.
to assist you.
What was it? That looks like is that an Orion? They look Orion-ish. Like giant Orion. Yeah, get down. What are you shooting at? Oh, hello. Right, Odo's on his way. I'm not gonna lie though, we really don't need him. We're fine. I guess they should have taken a bit longer to kill. Do I need to go up? Let's go up. Let's go up and find out. I feel like I should be bringing my team with me, but I can handle this. It's fine. I'll just jump down. Alright, okay, he's dead. That was easy.
Nerys, are you...
Nerys? I can't jump
I'll
down.
manage.
Oh, I can.
Let's get out of here while we can.
Victory is life.
What's going on here?
So is Roctagino, but I don't say it every 5 seconds.
Thank you, Kira. Thank you. My thoughts exactly. Come on. This guy looks cool. A chieftain. Oh, hello. Oh, wow. I should have reacted to that much quicker. Call for help. Get someone else to come into the fire to res me. That'll work. Oh, well, he's dying without me anyway. None of the others seem to be taking any damage, which is interesting. Alright. There you go. Even though I died,
I think we've worn out our welcome.
still going to say that was easy.
Garrick informs me that a number of unidentified vessels are emerging from hidden bays throughout the station. To make matters worse, the Herc have arrived. They're beginning to assault the station as we speak, and I don't need to tell you how that will end. It's time to leave.
Let's head back up then. As soon as I've got this. And this. Whatever that is. Okay, so return to the turbo lift. Oh yeah, because they can't beam us out. Oh, there are more here. Looks like it. Yeah, so even though I died, that was just from like a single mechanic that did
Looks
this
like the
stupid
Herc
amount of
followed us
damage.
down here.
I think in general the fight was a little bit of an anticlimax, let's say.
I wonder what they want in here.
Yeah, I wonder what they want in here. Nice shields. 1% health shields. Like it. Woohoo! Let's kill this guy. Who dodges everything. Someone seriously just moving. Just as I was using my grenade. Knock him down. Oh, I didn't think that would work, but it would have been funny. Cool.
Keep moving. We're almost there.
Hello.
Odo, look out!
Hello.
Hold your fire. I think it's trying to communicate.
You might be right. Listen.
He's got a good weapon.
Are you insane?
Hello. Alright, interesting. So that was Ketracel White in there, even though they said it was empty earlier. I guess it wasn't. And that placated a Herc, so they must have been genetically modified by the founders to be, you know, subservient to them because of Ketracel White. That must be it.
I'm relieved to see you well. It's fortunate we arrived when we did. A moment later, and that creature would have attacked the Founder.
The situation was under control.
Odo wasn't in any danger, Wayun. That Herc was peaceful. It was trying to communicate with us.
That's your opinion. Mine is that a Founder was in danger of being attacked by a member of an aggressive species. My duty was clear, as is my conscience. We're wasting time here, Captain. The station is on the verge of being overrun by the Herc. If you want to communicate with them some more, you're free to do so, but I recommend we leave immediately.
Agreed. So I have to. He's kind of my boss, right? Okay, come on then. Interesting. Well, there were no notes that the founder, the lead founder woman, left that would suggest. Oh wow, they're all fighting each other. I want to join in. No, I probably shouldn't, but I really want to. Yeah, so the founder, lead founder woman, didn't suggest that they genetically modified the Herc in any way. She literally just said they woke up and they were aggressive, right? So either she falsified those logs or there's more to it. I'd accept that there's more to it. I'm fine with that. She just gave half a story. Fair enough. Why is tab not working? Oh, it's dead. It's just still stood up moving. Interesting. No, he's just disappeared. Oh, I was going to talk about that. Okay. So again, like the fights in this one haven't been particularly difficult, have they? And up until this point, I found the Herc a really good enemy, as in like quite difficult to fight.
Once we return to the upper levels, we will be able to beam up and leave this place. Are you ready to return?
Let's get back to the ship. I guess there's going to be some ship combat for me to die in, though, so that's fine.
Glad you could join us. As you can see, the situation here has become rather combustible. The Herc I recognize, of course, but our other opponents remain a mystery.
Oh, yeah.
Some new type of Dominion attack craft, perhaps?
Not new, old. They are Fakiri.
Fakiri? The monsters from stories that keep naughty Klingon children in line? I'm intrigued. Be sure to fill me in once we've managed to get out of the skirmish intact.
Right.
I remember Mr. Worf mentioning the Fakiri once.
Is that a Fakiri ship then?
I'm beginning
cool.
to see why they concerned him.
Yeah, they're right. I can take them out.
For ancient relics.
I will call in fleet support. I might as well. Ooh, look at that. It's a big one. I'm sort of just cruising along, trying to do as much damage as I can. I don't want to move too much because I've got a good shot on a lot of these. Woohoo! Though he's immune, so that's a bit silly. Let's attack someone else instead. Yeah, that guy. They've got some decent penetration, haven't they? Is that the Fikiri? That might be the Herc. Maybe I've always been up against that and just not noticed it. Whee! That did decent damage, right? Ooh. Oh, look at that. A Drekkie Dreadnought. It's huge. And what a horrible design. Geez, it's so cumbersome. Not exactly aerodynamic. I know you don't have to be aerodynamic in space, but you know, still would be nice. Wow, I'm taking a beating now. Let's get out. Oh, not out that way. Wait, run away. There we go. Nice. Yeah, it's that was quite ugly. Quite cool though. Big. Interesting. But definitely ugly. All those cannons. That's awesome. Ooh, Tricobalt device. So I think I'm doing the right thing. I'm just attacking the Fikiri ships. That seems to be defeat the Fikiri fleet is the goal here. Will I go over here and defend the Cardassian ship? I probably should. He's dead, right? Yeah, it's good. Ooh, that hurt. Yeah, this is alright. I think I'm kind of getting the hang of a tactical officer in an escort. I think. Doing a lot more sort of standing still rather than trying to circle around things. I'm too used to the engineer cruiser kind of play. There we go.
Reading a massive Herc fleet dropping out of warp.
That is massive.
Just as the Fikiri are warping out.
Looks like the Fikiri are pursuing the better part of Valor. Can't say I blame them. There's a lot of Herc out there.
Indeed, excuse me, I'm getting another message.
That was a strange revelation. We've learned we weren't the first soldiers of the Founders, but the first that did not fail. And some of their other attempts remain insane and wild, like rabid animals. I have seen what happens to Jem'Hadar without Ketracel White. How far are we from becoming like the Fikiri? How far are we from madness? And who will follow us when we fall from grace?
That will not happen, Honored Elder.
Perhaps. There is a saying, it is the hope of all parents that their children will surpass them. As children of the Founders, we can never aspire to be gods, but perhaps someday we can be more than our creators imagined, more than just warriors.
Perhaps it will be so.
The Herc seem to be distracted. There's something about the station that's holding their attention. We might be able to take advantage of this.
Are you suggesting we attack? Well, it's true, we have the advantage, for now.
You are wasting time.
I don't think we'll hold
We
it
should
for
leave.
long once we start blowing them apart. We have what we came for. If the Herc want to gnaw on an asteroid while we make a hasty exit, I believe we should let them enjoy their meal in peace.
Agreed.
Very well, we'll deal with the Herc later. For now, let's get back so we can analyze the research data we found here. Whenever you're ready.
You are wasting time. We should leave.
I haven't even been told to leave yet. Alright, I'm leaving. Honored Elder. There we go. So I guess that is the end of Doomed to Repeat. Let's hand it in.
Our findings today are disturbing.
Yeah.
The Fakiri. They were our predecessors. Somehow they rebelled against the Founders and freed themselves from the White, though it seems to have driven them mad in the process. Something was happening with that strange Herc as well. It may have been trying to communicate. Perhaps it wanted to surrender. We'll never know. Devorta made sure of that. Typical. One thing is certain. The Founders won't forget the act of defiance from the Alliance here today. You and I both know their retribution can be sudden and severe. Be on guard. Our uneasy peace with the Alliance could collapse all too soon.
Damn right. Okay, I'm going to take the Chaos Blaze and then I may use it, may not. It's just the other two aren't anything that I've been looking at. I'll have a look through them now, including the new specialization point I've just got. But that is the end of Doomed to Repeat, and in the next episode I'll be doing, not Quark's Lucky 7, is it? It is Quark's Lucky 7, that's what I'm going to do in the next episode. So, I hope you enjoyed watching that. A lot of story twists, a lot of new information given there. I'm still thinking the Herc are genetically engineered by the Dominion in some way, but the information didn't seem to point to that, so we'll see how that gets brought up. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, hope you are enjoying, hope you will enjoy, but by far, the most important thing is to look forward to the next episode of Star Trek Online.